A boy confesses to the girl he's liked for ages, only to hear her reply, "Sick or love you." Seriously? What's that supposed to mean? He says, "You must be sick to like me." The boy is totally confused. He lies in bed for a whole day trying to figure it out, not knowing this line will haunt his entire youth. Subtitle: This is the latest teen romance film. Sick to Love You is sure 2025 hit, making you laugh out loud in the first half. In the second half, you'll cry till tissues run out. The boy Izuchi is a teacher's nightmare, doing crazy things like we did when young. For example, he once downed a whole row of Yakult, only to hurl his guts out the next. While they're desperately cleaning up, they run smack into the headmaster coming out of the boys' rest. "Izuchi, put down your phone. No time to chat. Let's move." The principal was in a hurry. "It's nothing, principal. You guys know that." Before he finished speaking, Izuchi took off running, and chaos ensued. They ran from the classroom to the playground and swimming pool, yet the gap remained, as Izuchi was about to flee on a stranger's motorcycle. He met his arch-nemesis, the class nerd with the same name, Izuchi. And thus began the fate of the two namesakes. Izuchi was as unlucky as his name suggests, an infamous troublemaker. He causes trouble like it's his job, and what if they share the same name? "I don't want to live such a dull life like you. I'll just do whatever I feel like doing." At the next moment, things took a turn. The motorcycle went airborne, and Izuchi ended up in the hospital. He thought it was no big deal. Just then, the principal walks over and says, "You're toast. Expulsion is on the table." "Why are you even thinking about that? Do you know who your bike just hit?" "Wait, I hit someone, principal." Izuchi realizes he might have really messed up. He begs the principal not to expel him, or he'll face dire consequences at home. All his pleas fell on deaf ears. Then, a nurse took Izuchi for a cancer patient. He lied about having stomach cancer to dodge trouble. Little did he know, his nightmare was just starting. The teacher paired him with the monitor to care for the ill patient. The monitor, very responsible, confiscated all his snacks and told the class Izuchi has stomach cancer, urging them not to give him greasy food. To worsen things, the monitor ordered he eat only his own lunch daily. "What is this? Crumbly rice. This is lunch made by my dad. I eat this every day." So that's how you grew up eating this, huh? "Do you guys have any spices at home? Or do you have cancer?" The monitor suddenly froze because he actually had acute lymphoblastic leukemia, but had healed out. The doctor noted a 10. A lapse risk. Maybe out of sympathy. That's why he's so attentive to Izuchi, a poor student they never interacted with. One day, tired of daily porridge, he skipped class, and the monitor brought his bag back in the rain. Instead of appreciating, Izuchi told him not to interfere. The monitor lost his temper, saying, "Let your parents explain at school if you have issues." It was precisely this statement that infuriated Izuchi, prompting him to directly step onto the main road. Fortunately, the driver braked in a timely manner, preventing a potential disaster. Having said that, Izuchi walked away without even a glance back. Turns out, his parents died in a train derailment years ago, so his only dream was to graduate peacefully. He wanted to live off his parents' inheritance in their days until the fateful day he met the monitor. The nagging concern felt both annoying and strangely comforting. And so it was. One pretended to be sick while the other really was. One day during PE class, the monitor was accidentally knocked down, hit his head, and, fearing the worst, went to the hospital with his mom. Luckily, it was nothing major, but he had to stay for a few days of observation. Izuchi, genuinely worried, texted him words of concern, causing the monitor to smile sweetly at his. Later, while dropping off supplies, he revealed his backstory, breaking their barrier. Their hearts grew closer. Izuchi studied hard, fearing future talks no more. The monitor stopped living in fear of his condition, and it was as if they were slowly becoming each other's hope. On graduation day, Izuchi bravely confessed to the monitor, turning "sick to love you" from an insult into a heartfelt declaration. They thought they'd be just like any other happy couple, but fate had other plans in store. One day, the monitor found his illness record, so he asked his boyfriend to mail a letter to the underwater mailbox. When he reached shore, he collapsed. Then Izuchi learned of his illness. He couldn't understand why life was so cruel, first taking his parents, now trying to take his loved one away. And then the doctor said, right now, we can only pin our hopes on a 1 in 10,000 chance of a bone marrow match. I hated hearing people say you'll win, but after meeting you, I started looking forward to the future. Maybe that's just the harsh reality of youth. Subtitles: Youth brings irreparable regrets. Sick to Love You lives up to being the year's most tear-jerking love film, capturing youth sweetness and pain as a nationwide weeper.